Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at a drink called San Miguel Cerveza Negra, something like that. But before we do, and you end up liking this video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. That really helps this channel grow, and I greatly appreciate it. So if you look up here, you'll notice the index for topics that I'll be discussing today. Next to it is the time that you could find it. When it comes to appearance, with this beer, let's get right to it. Never had it, ever. It's dark. It's a dark beer. So as you can see, it's a very deep, dark brown. Bit of a reddish tint that I could see when the light hits it from the outside. Now it just looks brown when it's at that angle. Put it up to the light, you can see red coming through it. And there's about a pinky's worth of head there. And it's a light tan color head. Looks pretty nice. Smells good. First you get a smooth, slightly roasted malt flavor. Maybe a bit of caramel and a tiny bit of chocolate. It's good. It's a good lager. I've never had this before, but I like it. There is a little bit of a sweetness to it, and it's just there for a little bit. That kind of fades away with a very mild bitterness. And this beer comes in at a 5% with 19 IBUs. So this is a dark lager, which puts it in a unique category compared to traditional lagers. So it's not very heavy as a stout or a porter, but it still gives you those roasted, toasty flavors that you might crave in a darker beer. And it's got a clean finish, typical of lagers, which makes it refreshing despite the darker profile. So when it comes to beer shelf life, for most lagers, including this one, the shelf life is usually around 6 months. But you probably want to drink it sooner, so you get the experience of all the flavors at their best, because those flavors will slowly die or fade a little. They don't die, but they're not as strong. So the mouthfeel of this beer is slightly creamy and smooth, and that's because of the roasted malts. It's medium bodied, So it's not too not too heavy or too light, just right in the middle. So there's a slight crispness at the end, and which makes it really refreshing for a darker beer. So the roasted malts, or the star here, bringing in those chocolate and caramel notes. The malt profile is what makes this beer a standout, giving it a depth of flavor while still keeping it easy to drink. And it's not over sweet or roasted, which keeps it balanced and approachable. So a close look at the hops. The hops definitely take a back seat on this beer. They're there to balance the sweetness from the malts, but they don't contribute much in terms of the flavor. You get a mild bitterness on the finish, but it's subtle and not the focus at all. So the influence on the yeast strain on the taste. The yeast here is pretty neutral, which is typical for lagers. It allows the malts to really shine through and keep the finish clean and crisp. There's no funky or fruity notes that you get from ale yeast. Just a nice clean fermentation that complements the roasted flavors. It is good. It's strange drinking something this dark without the taste from a stout, the sweet stout. So it's refreshing. Definitely good. See a little bit of lacing there. I want to look on the bottle here, see if I can find anything that might be important to anybody. They've been brewing since 1890. I see nothing. No dates. And I tell you, when they put dark print on dark paper, just burns my ass. It's like they don't want us to read it, but they have to put it there. Bastards. Sons of bitches. Caution, do not drink if you're pregnant. Huh. Imagine that. Well, once again, it's a beautiful day. This will go down easy. I gotta see, I think I said it's a 5%. 5%, 19 IBUs. So yeah, just go down easy. And like I always say, if you can find this, it is good. I would definitely give this a 7. It's comparable to a lot of dark beers, a little more flavorful, I think. Seem like the really dark ones don't have as much flavor. Some are really sweet. This one's not sweet at all. It's good. I've tried a lot of beers that are very sweet, especially the dark ones. And that's what I was thinking this was going to be right away, but it's not. So it's good. So I'd say it's probably going to do it. Hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you next time. Peace.